Applying for jobs as a recent graduate provides a unique challenge. What do you put on your CV if you don't have any experience? I'm going to show you how to craft a solid CV for a graduate using Microsoft Word. So I've got my blank Word document open here. I'm going to go up to page layout and make sure that the page size is set to A4. Still under page layout, I'm going to go up to columns and add a column on the left. Now we need to put a name to our CV, so we're going to use the preset heading 1 and heading 2 options to put in Cindy Smith, statistics graduate. Okay, now I'm not such a fan of this font, so I'm going to go ahead and change it to, let's have a look, I think Arial. I think I might go for Arial. Yes, there we go. But I want this to be a little bit bigger, so I'm going to go ahead and increase the size just once. A recent graduate won't have much experience, so there's no need to put that on the CV. I'm going to use the heading 3 option to add 3 headings: education, skills, and awards. It's important that we are consistent with the fonts we use, so I'm going to change the font of the headings to match the font of the name, in this case Arial. I'm done with the first column for now, so under page layout I'm going to add a column break, which allows me to start on the next column. There's too much space above the name, so I'm going to select it and go to page layout, and where it says spacing I'm going to decrease that number. That's a bit better. Next we need to put some personal information on the CV, so I'm going to start off with an address, a cell phone number, and of course an email address. That's it, that's all we really need to put on a CV, as long as it's up at the top. Now there's too much space being taken up here, so I'm going to change it to no spacing, which compresses it quite a bit. Right, now it's time to put down your education. So we'll start off with the name of the institute, in this case University of Cape Town, and the qualification, Bachelor of Science in Statistics. I'm going to go ahead and bold the institution name, and then add the years spent there underneath it. Next up, your high school. So again, we put the name of the high school in bold, followed by the fact that you got a matric there, and then the level of matric that you got, whether it's a bachelor's pass or not. Underneath that, we'll put the years spent there. Press tab to indent, and we shall now list our subjects. And we'll use a bullet list to do that, so we'll go and turn on bullet points. Mathematics, English home language, isiXhosa first additional language, and so on. You get the picture. Select subjects, bold and underline it, and now we're pretty much done with the education system. Now we need to add the skills, and this includes technical skills, soft skills, creative skills, all the skills that you may have that might be useful, that would look good on your CV. So I'll list a few skills that a statistics graduate is likely to have: statistical analysis, C++, R, that sort of thing. You have your own skills. Now that that's done, okay, I'm not really feeling this bullet list, so I'm going to take the bullet list away, and we'll see how that looks. Yeah, I think that's okay. I might come back to that a little bit later. So let's move awards down and get ready to start on the awards section. This is going to look a lot better if we align our headings to the right. So we'll go ahead and select them and do that, and I think that looks a lot better. Now let's put some emphasis on any awards you may have won. These can be anything from academic awards to bursaries to sporting awards, community awards. Really just, this is your chance to show off a little bit. So you'll put the year, the name of the award, and a little bit about it. Just sort of say why this is important. Why does this matter? So we'll put a couple of those down, and yeah. Let me just zoom in for a second and add some bold and underline here just to put a little bit of emphasis on the awards and the important information. Zooming back out, I think we can make the headings a little bit bigger. Just make your name stand out a little bit more and just generally use the space on the page a little bit better. So let's just mess around with the sizes a little bit and I think we'll get something that looks a little bit better. Now it's time to make some space up top for what is arguably the worst part of a CV, the hardest part to get right, and that is the personal statement. This is a very short introduction to who you are and why you're worth hiring. Anything you say about yourself in your personal statement, such as being a hard worker with attention for detail, needs to be backed up. In this case, we're backing this up with the awards listed later in the CV. Also give a small amount of detail about what you're looking for in the position at the company you're applying for. Say that you're looking for an internship to enter the world of work. Let's make the CV pop a little bit. So let's select this left-hand column, go up to borders, and give it a border on the right. That looks nice. Yes, there we go. Now that I've put this column in, I'm seeing, okay, we can move the indentation back a little bit. It'll just look nice, get everything flush down the side of the column. There we go. Now let's really make the CV pop. Let's select that column on the left, go up to the border thing again, and it will go all the way down to the bottom to borders and shading. Then go across to shading and change from no color to whatever you want. I like a very light blue. I think that looks nice. We'll go back to borders and we will put a border down the right. And we'll say okay. And there we go. That's it. A good looking, solid CV for a recent graduate. There's a link in the description below for you to download this CV for yourself. You can edit it, use it, send it off on all your job applications. Don't forget to like and subscribe below.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe to our channel, like us on Facebook, and follow us on Twitter to stay up to date.